Have you ever wanted to take a pulse from an observer or a pulse from a button and turn it into a solid state? Well, today we're going to go over how to do that. This type of component is called a T flip-flop and it comes in three varieties. One is a purely redstone that is a lot bigger, but it relies on comparators, repeaters, redstone dust, and redstone torches, does not use any pistons, and is pretty redundant but comes at the cost of size. The next is pistons and observers, and it is pretty compact, but a recent update added copper bulbs, which make probably the most compact T flip-flop that has ever been made. But what is a T flip-flop? A T flip-flop takes a pulse and turns it into a solid state. So it could be coming from an observer, it could be coming from a button, or it could just be a pulse generated by a machine. With this design, we send a pulse with this circuit. It turns off this redstone torch, which unlocks and relocks this redstone repeater, which then changes the state of this redstone torch. You can see here. The other two are primarily the ones that I use. This is the second design. This design uses an observer and a sticky piston. Since the observer fires off a 2-tick pulse, that means the piston will push the block, but it will be too fast of a pulse for the piston to retract. So one power will push the block out and another will retract it. It can't do both in 2 game ticks. This version is by far my favorite. It's the smallest, it's the simplest, it's the most compact. Since they added the copper bulb, they added the ability for a comparator to pick up a signal from it. This makes it very easy for you to set up a T flip-flop. Once it's powered, it will send a signal and it can be picked up. Depowered, then the signal will stop.